Hi guys, what's up? Uh, Tick tick tick. Let's let me play a little bit music in the behind because I'm not ready yet. I'm just giving the status. Sorry guys for the late. Uh, mm, let's chat before that. Okay. So how are you guys? Mm, mm, Tick 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 tick. Can you guys hear me? Or okay. Hi. Okay. That's good. Do you guys have any question about anything for starting? Hi Jatin. I'm always night. Yeah, it's look good though. 8 people is watching. I hope one day I will have more than 8 people to watch me. Yeah. So how everything? I'm doing fine. Yep, we can hear you. Okay, the here is something else right now. By the way, guys, do you like materialize? That materialize CSS is really pain. I was working with it today, and I always try to ignore that shit, but for some reason the clients love it. Mm. Oh, look good too. I see it. Yeah, can you guys see me? I'm feeling like John Cena. You can't see me. Yeah. Mm, okay. Why I'm so late? I need a new phone. I think this phone is slow. So, talk about the front end. Swipe up. My friends. Well, sounds good. Uh, Hola. Okay. This is the only Spanish thing I know. Okay. My thing is done. Materialize CSS. Maybe we can use MD strap. Okay, that's good. Do you use Adobe XD for the design? Actually, I don't design that much, but I use Adobe XD. Also, I use the Figma sometimes. Also, I use Photoshop sometimes. Also, I know about the Illustrator, so I use that sometimes. So yeah, I basically use almost everything. I can't use uh, a Sketch for because I don't have Mac, but I would like to give a try if future I got a chance to work with the Sketch. He's using Figma. Okay, the Figma is really good, honestly. But I think Adobe XD is also good as a software. Not bad, honestly. Adobe is good with something. I mean, especially with this part, I think they made a really awesome software finally. Like their most of their software is really cool, but the problem is they have a huge price. Yeah, I hate it. Like huge mean huge on everything. Uh, okay, so let's start the talking a little bit for today. And I'm thinking about talking about the SAS. I hope you guys, some of you guys know, and if anyone doesn't know about the SAS, let me know about it because I want to hear it. mm, okay. Thanks man, 25k. Okay, number doesn't matter, but honestly, the life changed with the numbers, because when I started, I tried to make something make difference, but the problem is nobody care. But right now, when someone just see that I have 25K followers, they talk, yeah, and they start talking about many things. Like I can show you something what I got recently. Mm, so yeah, so if you think about the achievement, you can think about this one. Like sorry about that, I have a lot of tabs open on my Chrome because my PC somehow can serve it to me. Yeah, and yeah, I got this one recently, and I feel like, yeah, finally maybe I am little bit popular now, because people are interested to buying shout out from me. Yeah, that's it. But I'm not doing it yet because honestly I don't want to do $5 or $6 shout outs. And also the thing is, like, many things are, I mean, I want to sell some good things if I want, but I don't want to sell some shitty stuff, like they just knock and they don't have that quality or something like that, but they just want to get some followers, or you can think like they just want to sell some products. So sometimes I just ignore them. That is the best way to do it. Okay, so by the way, is there my name or something on the mail? No. Okay, then no problem. mm, Thanks, man. Okay, man, let's start. I think from the last day, I was on the greet part, right? So let's start from there. Like, we need a HTML for sure, so index.html, and after that we need a new CSS, so just a style.css maybe. That's just going to work fine. And we need to give this one, and then tab, and we got something really cool. Let's give a name. Like, what can we give here? uh like, let's give something unique, like magic version 2, because today is day 2. Okay, I got some extra space, and let's give it h1, and let's give it hello world for now. And we need to link our style sheet, so we are going to do it from here. Link is style sheet, and just give the style sheet. Okay, so another thing we need, like, as every time, we need a Google font. Okay, so we can just choose a font from Google, and that's really easy. Like, just go to the Google from, and maybe I'm just going to use Lato, because Lato is really cool font, and I really like this one. So I'm going to click the 300, and maybe the 400, and 700 looks good. 900 is too much, so for now I'm just going to embed. So I will just click here, and I will get that link from here, and I'm going to paste it uh, before my style, because I need this one before my style. Okay, so what I'm going to do, like, front import, you can just write it, and just right here, and here the style sheet. Commenting is a good way to work with your codes. Okay, thanks, Anil. Okay, so what we can do, like, right now let's click and go on the CSS, and from here we can, I will just take this closer and just copy this whole thing and put it inside the body. Okay, so let's just put it, and we need to run the whole thing. We can just I have this extension called open with live server. I mean, not the open with live server, it's called the live server. You can see it from here, like somewhere it has, like, I have the live SAS compiler too, that is for the SAS. And by the way, I'm using this one called synthetic web for my theme. And let's see, where is my live server? Oh, yeah, got it. So this one is I'm using, so that you can easily see your server on the top, and yeah, it's quite easy. And right now I can see it, the hello one. Okay, I'll just close it, and hello world is now got a new version. But one thing you can see, like we have some margin on the top, right? Like we didn't give that much. Also we didn't give this little margin on the left, right? We are getting it because it is getting from the browser default. Okay, so we don't like it. Like right now if you write some code and you will not understand why there is a little gap. Let me show you. Like let's just give a little background for the h1. Okay, so for now I will just give a background, like let's give a color, background color, and maybe the antique white. Okay, so let's see there, we got the background, right? But still there is some extra stuff on the top, and yeah, on the left we can see a little bit. Like if you just zoom, and you can see there is a little gap, right? So we don't want that because we didn't write that code, right? So what we are going to do, uh, we are just going to reset the whole thing. I mean the whole part. Like there will be no margin from the first and something like that. So to do that, we are just going to give the star is going to means that all the tags we have on here will have that. Okay, so right now from here just click on here, then we need to put something like margin, and we are going to give 0, and we need to put something like padding. Okay, so padding will be 0. So when you do that, you will get something like this. See, there is no extra part, like there is nothing on the top or left or something like that. Like see, whenever we go and we got this margin and we got this padding 0. So we are resetting the whole thing, and this is a good thing for us. But we need to write some more, like for the before and after we are going to do the same. Okay, so this is how it's called a resetting. Okay, you can think about like reset the whole thing, resetting. Okay, I think there will be 2e. So this is just the basic thing. You when you start a program, or when you can think like I'm just starting a new project. So what is my first work? So my first work will be add a font, whichever font they are using. You can add multiple fonts. Like if you want from the Google, you can add multiple fonts, like Google fonts. Yeah, that is normally the Google fonts is the best way to work or start. Like if we just want to use this one for our heading, then we can just get this one too. Like click here, and first we have only one, right? So yeah, so from the embed, just take this link and put it under here, like this one. And after that you need the font family, right? So from the h1 we are going to use it differently, or you can create the heading. You can just do the heading. Okay, so maybe we can just rename the whole thing from the heading. Yeah, like heading, I need a dot before it because I'm just getting to put a uh, class. Yeah, so this is the heading, and whenever you go to there you can see the old code because we need to change it a little bit. So how we are going to change it, we are just going to give the font family. Okay, so let's just give the font family from here. Okay, so whenever you are going to give that, you can see the new one, but this is not a good font. Yeah, so maybe you can use something else. Like we are using the latter, right? So Google has a one benefit. Like nowadays they know people are trying to do the pairing, so they have this pair. Like you can use the roboto and lato both on the same time. Maybe for the body you can use a roboto or something like that. Also you can use the railway if you want. Yeah, so they are just showing what you can use on your, or what's you have, or what choice you have. Okay, yeah, sure, I will just give you the code. I will just upload it on the GitHub. Okay, so maybe just try a little bit, like add something with the this one, for this one ladder. Okay, for the ladder I think what we can use with it, like OpenSense Pro. Okay, I think that is a good choice. So let's just search this one. browse font, search, got it. And we just need the bold one because we are not going to use anymore, like this one. Maybe just copy the link and put it on here, not that one, that one is lato. And yeah, here. And now this one, yeah. So this looks good, I think. Let's see, the hello world is something, and if you create something else, then it will be there's something. So another thing I want to like to mention, like from the font size here, you can put something fixed like 10 pixel. Okay, yeah, see, everyone got that, but maybe you can do something else like, and yeah, I think the 10 pixel will be a good idea for starting. Like just put the 10 pixel, and after that you can put something like this. From the heading you can just put like font size uh, 200%. Okay, so then that's mean it will be uh, 20 pixel. Okay, so font size, yeah, let me check if we got the 20 pixel or not. Font size 20, it didn't get it. I think I need to put the 100 here, and from the HTML we need to do this font size 10 pixel. Maybe for the body we don't need it. Which one? Okay, I was getting, but it was so small, so I didn't see. So 400 will be the good choice for here, maybe. Yeah, see, 400 looks good. Okay, railway actually a good font for sure. Yeah. Okay, so whenever you're resetting done, and then your HTML should be have the font size, then you can go through the body, and yeah, you can fix the front size for everywhere. That is a good choice. And nowadays we have the variable on our, okay, so we have the variable in our CSS. So what we can do, we can fix this font size or something like that easily. Like from here I need to give something, like from the root I need to give this one. Maybe before, after the resetting, I think it will be the better. Like let's call it the variables. Yeah. Okay, but better choice you can write this way. Okay, so maybe for the main color, font size, or you can write something like primary font size. Yeah, so you need to give a 2 dash before they start. And yeah, what we can do, we can just put the 10 pixel here, and from here we can just give the var primary font size. Okay, so right now if you just go to here, I mean if you go from here, you can see it's 400, and you can just work a little with it. Like let's make it 20. Okay, so this is one place you need to change, and the whole thing will be changed. So yeah, this is a good way to start, and you can work with it. Okay, so from here I will just show you some basic stuff. Like as we talked about the last day, like first step will be, we'll make a header here, then we'll make some nav here, and then we are just going to make some sections. Okay, so section, yeah, then final part will be the footer. Okay, so it's up to you how you're gonna make these things. Like from here you can make another section which will be like hero section, you can call it. Okay, and from the navbar you can give the class of navbar, and always give the class, that is a better choice. So left gives this one header, and the footer give the class name footer, and maybe this section will be the about us. Yeah, so this is one thing you can do. Okay, for now I'm not just doing the navbar thing. So for the hello world, maybe just give a heading for now, class heading, and main heading like lorem 10 for now. I think it's too big. And for the, you can think like you can put this one is like main heading, and then we can put something like main paragraph, lorem 20 maybe would look nice off here. See, it looks good, not bad. And from the main heading we can just put something here, like for the main heading we can just ignore the background color, and we can change the font size, and font will be the big, and maybe make it the 10, and maybe make it the huge one like 600. And we need to change the paragraph also, so maybe the paragraph size should be changed, like font size will be 300%, half of the main heading, and it will look like this way. And yeah, what we can do, we can put a background on the header. Okay, so how we can do that, we needed some image for that. So let's just go to the unsplash for getting some image, beautiful image, or maybe just a natural one. Okay, why I write the one here. Maybe just take this one. Okay, this one is not as we expected. Maybe this one. Okay, so copy, and you can give here like background. You can write the background image, or you can just give the background and then URL. Okay, I missed that. I need to copy the image address, then I need to put here, and whenever I put here I can see it from this part. Yeah, from here, but we need to fix the height. Like for now let's just put the height 100 VH mean the whole view height. Okay, this means the more view height, like if I make it larger it will be the 100%. Okay, always the 100%. So you can prove it by using something like this. Let's put something on here like class paragraph, maybe lorem 100. This means it's just a big thing. Then you can see, and you can go here. This too small, maybe we can just put 20 pixel on here. Paragraph 20 font size 20 pixel. Okay, so not the 20 pixel, it's 200%, so that you can see it's 20 pixel. And maybe for the section, like from the about us section, let's give us some on the top, let's give margin like 200 pixel for now, and side will be 0, so that we got some nice boundary. And one thing I would like to say, like whenever you are making this text, you need to put wrap it inside of a container. Okay, so that you don't go really big actually. So what we are going to write the container, it's a reusable piece, so you can think about like reusable codes. Okay, so from here you can just get the container. Okay, this one is not reusable, so this one is for the heading. Okay, so I can write it like heading section, or the header section actually. You can write it a little bit good well like this way, give some space here and there, then it looks nice. Okay, also you I think another thing is like you can put something like this on the top from here and this way, so this way it will look like you are making some difference here. And yeah, that's a good point to work with. Right now it looks much better. And yeah, so you can easily get where is new section is starting. Okay, so you can put in on the different file and you can import it too. It's up to you how you're going to handle it. Okay, so for now let's just give some width to the container. Like you can just put 1200. That is a good way. And you need to put the margin 0 and auto. This is just going to make it in the middle. Like see, it just give the container just gives something to us. For here, if I just do it and make it a little larger, see the container thing. If we go here and go to the container, see it's make in the middle and it's always 12 and it's really good, but it's not responsive, so we need to work on the responsive for this one. Okay, so this is a good way how you can start. And for the paragraph you can just make something little bit better, like font size is this one, then we can do like font weight is like 500 maybe. Let's see how it look better. And I think you can put some line height on here, 1.5 pixel. It's too lost. Yeah, so it's like 40 pixel maybe. Yeah, it looks a little bit nicer. Maybe the 30 pixel will looks good. Okay, that's just pretty normal. So 40 pixel or 35 pixel will look a little bit better. And for the we need a heading too. Like we can just put it like h2 and call the primary heading for now, because this is everywhere this is going to be just heading. Okay, so for now let's just put about us. Okay, so if we put about us here, what you can do, we can play with it, this one. Okay, so this is going to be the reusable code, because we are just going to use the primary heading everywhere and we are just going to use the paragraph in many places. Okay, so that's it. And for the primary heading, let's just put and change and was the changes on the same places. Like let's just do it. Okay, so about us is from here. We need to have a font size called maybe the 500, because it's 50 pixel done. Yeah, so it looks nice. And font family we can change that to our yeah, ladder is our that one, and for that we can just use this one. Okay, so pro. And what we can do, we can do the text transform to uppercase, then it will be always the uppercase, and a header looks great in that. And also we can do something like this. Font width 300 will give you 1 by. Okay, we don't have the 300 choice here, so let's just give some space on this part. Like let's make this on the middle. For the about us, so this one will be the about us section, so I will just going to copy the whole thing, and for now just put this one away. Okay, we got everything. And text text align center. Okay, I missed the center. Okay, so it's on the center right now. Let's just make it a little larger so we can see it properly. Yeah, so it's look like this, but what we need some space after the header. So maybe you can just put something like this. Always header. We are just going to go to the reusable code, because we are just going to make it always the same. Border, maybe we can just give a border 1 pixel solid, something like, let's give some color, salmon maybe for now. Okay, so border bottom, Yeah, so it's just getting whole thing. Let me change something and see. Box sizing. Okay, that's not going to help. Border was not a really good idea for now. Maybe I can just leave the border. Yep. What I need to do, I need to keep some margin under it. So margin bottom will be like 20 pixel. Okay. See, this looks much nice already. And after that, the paragraph looks good. And maybe the paragraph we can do the front. Uh, I think the left style is good for now, and it looks good. So about us looks good, and we can see. But from here, our huge uh, header, we can't do anything. So let's just make this a little bit better. So 100 VH, you can see, like if I made it like this way, then after that it's just changed. Okay, so here we have the width also, like you can put the width here, width, you can write here view width. Okay, so it will be always the 50% of the width. So you're not going to do that, we are just going to leave that 100% so that it's always take the whole place. Then we can like give some background size. Okay, so there is some uh, different size here, like you can put the contain maybe, then it will just hold the whole get, it will come again and again if it doesn't have place. Then there is something called background repeat, I think, background repeat. So you can put no repeat here, so then it will look like this. And contain is mean it is just going to give you the original one, but we can use something called cover. So whenever we got the cover, it just cover the whole thing, and yeah, it gives a good looks. And for the heading, I think you can just change the color to white so that we can see this one, but still we can't see this one properly because of the background. So what we can do, we can just start we can give two background honestly. So to do that we need to go to the linear. Okay, so there is something called linear, and yeah, it's like gradient. Okay, so for now let's just get a yeah, background image. This one is image. Okay, so you can give multiple images on this part. Okay, let me get something for you. Okay, so like this one, RGB. Okay, so we are just going to use this one for now. Let's go this place. You can give multiple images, one after then another. See, this look totally changed right now. So if I put something like 0 here, then it's look like this. If I put another 0 here, then this look like this. And if we just give it like okay to bottom, so it will just go to the bottom. And if we give it like to top, then it will just on the top side. Okay, so this is how you can play with it, or you can maybe ignore this one, then it will look like this way. Okay, so we can use the to top and the whole thing will work. And this one is 0, so first three is for the color, and for the last one is like for the opacity. So if you use this, and you will find like this way. Okay, so it's totally black, but we can give the 0.5. Okay, then we can see this little thing, and we can read the text too. Okay, this is a good thing I think, and you can handle it. And also we need to do some little changes, like we have this h2 and so not that, sorry, in the hero section we have this main heading and main paragraph. So we need to do something on hero section, so we can put this on the middle. So we are just going to use the flex. Okay, so from here we can just put something like display will be the flex. Okay, so it's after 1 by 1, and then we can uh, flex direction to row. Sorry, it will be the column, then one will be after another, and we can do something like this, align items on the center. So this will help to center each other, and then we have something like justify content, and if we put the center, it will just get an 100 vh. So it will just going to take the 100 vh and it will middle the whole thing, so you can see it from here. Yeah, so it's on the middle. So if I like zoom this one from here, you look, it looks good, but I think the paragraph is a little long. So what we can do, we can just give a breakpoint in the middle and it will look a little better. Okay, so maybe it's really too much text, can just delete it. Yeah, something like this looks much better. There, I think we can leave that for now. Okay, so we need to do something with our main heading, like text transform uppercase will look good from here, and the last one will look good too. Yeah, see, both looks good with it, but the thing is, when we're doing the same thing on the child, we can just put it onto the parent. The parent is hero section, right? So if we do that, we don't need to write it on the parents. That's the benefit. Yeah, so this looks something like this right now. Maybe we can just leave one text from the heading and it will look better right now. Okay, so maybe another text from here. Yeah, something like this. So this is what we have for right now, like about us and everything like that. And one thing you can just give one really little details is like, if you just do this one, you can just put something like background attachment, which is just going to give you a really good part. So if you give it like fix, then whenever you scroll, it will look like a little parallax. Okay, so it looks really nice. There are some other options too, like with the scroll maybe. Yeah, it doesn't looks good, but when you put the fixed here, it just looks really nice, and it's have a really good feature. Okay, so yeah, about us, you can do that. And after the about us, you can just put something like another section. Maybe let's make a feature section, class feature section. Okay, so we need something from here to like div a container. So let's get a container from here first, container, and inside the container we need the same title for now, and let's just get the title and get that services. When we save it, we got it, but it's not in the middle, so maybe we just need to make it little by using this one, text align center. Okay, we can use some color here also. Instead of giving the margin, better choice is giving the padding. Okay, so then it will get the whole thing. Okay, and right now we are just going to give a padding to like 20 pixel, 200 pixel and something like that, so it will give a nice view after it. Maybe the 100 will looks nice, or else. Okay, so let's give a background color, see green, how it's look. Okay, it doesn't look that bad for now. Maybe we can just use the color white instead of this color. Yeah, it looks nice with this one. Now we need some cards from here. for now service listing, and then we need some card. Okay, so from the card let's just put some lorem for now. Then and see, there is really low and little text, and after that this one is coming from here, right? So let's just put something here, features section. Okay, so before the cards let's just keep some section to here, like service listing, and we can give a display flex. Okay, so this is like right now this way, and we can keep something like now the text align, justify, contain, space. You can put something like this, space between or space around or space evenly. If I put space evenly, then it is just going to work like this. And maybe I can just for now I will not change the font size, but it looks good. Okay, so let's just change our cards to looks much better. For now let's just use the card, and background color let's just use the white for now and see how it's look, and the color will be the black. Yeah, it's look like this. And let's give a padding on the 50 pixel on the top and bottom, and give a 20 pixel from here and there. We got a good looking cards for now. Maybe it's too big for everything. I think the 20 pixel is looks good. Okay, the font size should be improved, so maybe just font size. Okay, but before that we need to put something like here, like card image, div class, not that, card header, and div dot class card text. Okay, I can just put this one here, and after that for the card image we can just put something like this. Maybe we can just leave the div because we don't need any div here. We can just give a class name here, card image. Okay, and we need to get some cards. Let's get this one for as example. Okay, and alt let's just copy the card for 3 times. I'm perfect. Yeah, okay, so we have copied the whole thing 3 times, and if we saw it, it looked like this way, and it has a lot of place to go with it. For now let's just fix this real quick. So maybe the card width will be 45%, 30%. Okay, this looks nice, right? But the card image are not looking nice, so you can give the 100% width here, then it will just take the 100% width of that part. What about getting the 20%? Yeah, the 20% looks much better, but this way, yeah. It's just big yet because it doesn't have that weight. Okay, so from here the card image looks nice, and if we want to put something on the header, card header, I forgot to put something on the card header. Let's just put quickly header. Let's just card header here. Okay, so card header will be like font size 400 pixel, 400%. Okay, this looks nice, but it's a lot of big. Maybe the 300, maybe the 200. Okay, it's big. So 250%, and then card text will be font size 150% for now. Yeah, this looks nice, I think. If you think about this, it's not look bad. Why it's on the center, I think. Yeah, text is getting center because of the heading, and I think it's not a bad thing. Or if you want, you can give it like text align left. It's look good also. Maybe I can put the text align left on the card. Yeah, this looks nice for now. Okay, so this is what we can have the cards, and we can give a margin on the top and bottom. Margin top 50 pixel. It will be huge, I think. Yeah, 30 pixel, and the bottom will be the 20 pixel will be a good one, because that will be huge then. Yeah, so that's just the basic, and yeah, you can do this. And I think after the heading it's low, maybe you can increase that. See, we just have to change one place to do it, like from here we have to go to the reusable code, and from here margin bottom, let's just put 30, or maybe the 50 will be looks better, or maybe the 100. See, 100 looks much better. Okay, this looks good. And yeah, so right now we have just the footer left for if we are building the whole thing, so maybe just footer for now. So from the footer, maybe we don't have that much thing for that. Maybe some UI, and maybe some copyright text class. You can write copyright text, and this is some code that it will give you the copy. 2020 Corona year. You can just put something like this. See, it's got some little place, and you can keep something here like footer. Let's keep something like padding 50 pixel, and background color dark green maybe. Okay, this doesn't look good. Maybe the black, and text will be color will be white. This looks nice. And maybe you can just put the container here, like div class container. If you put the container, then you have to put left and right just 0, so it's just aligned with this part. And yeah, it looks this way. And for now, I think it's just a good example for if you are thinking. So this is what we made until now, and this look like this way. Not bad, I think, but maybe the cards looks really ugly, and maybe from that card width can be a little increased, like 25%, and looks good, I think. And also the background color of the card is really white, so we can put something else. Background color aquamarine, it looks antique white. It doesn't look that good. You can choose some color from here. Maybe you can put it. Also, it is not a really good color. For now I'll just use this one, and maybe white smoke will look really good. And from here you can just do the text transformation uppercase. The header will look a little bit, front weight should be 700 for the headers, and it will look good. And you can keep some line height here, 40 pixel, which will make really big. 35 pixel, still big. Maybe just line height, or maybe 30 pixel will look a little bit, yeah. 25, yeah, it's not bad, I think. Okay, so the footer text size is really poor, so maybe you can just 200 for the 20 pixel. Yeah, it looks nice right now. And maybe if we just leave the dummy text here, like save the world, plant more tree to make it. Yeah, so this look like this way right now, and the cards are like this way, and service and everything like that. Okay, so thing is, we write a lot of CSS to make this whole thing. If we think like we write 135 CSS code, and there is some part of like it's not really good yet. Like if you just create another, like somehow if you create any main heading on the lower part, if you just put it here before it, see it just use the old code from there. But we don't want that most of the time, because we just want to do the codes only for one section. Only the reusable parts will be accessed through the whole thing. So what you can do, you can just put some extra line before the codes, like from this one header is the starting. Okay, so in the header you have some extra thing like header section, so it will just fix with the header. Okay, so it will not change your any other code, so you can just put the header on the front. So also the about us doesn't have much, so from the feature section you can put it on the feature section, so you don't have it. But you can think the card is like reusable, but for now we are not doing that. We are just going to put this type, so it just fixed for this one. Okay, so it doesn't change other CSS or something like that. That's it. That's the benefit of this one, if you put some extra CSS on the front. Okay, so this is what the CSS are. You can think like whenever you are starting a new project, but this project is not really clear, because there need to be some changes. Like let's just leave this as, like we have some part of here, right? Like this logo need to be changed. This called a favicon. Okay, so favicon, you can think like HTML. So from here you can see there you need to put a logo there, and this is like a link. You can put this link on here. You can before your style sheet, or if you want to do it here, like from here you can do that too, like favicon. Okay, for that you need some image. You can search it, favicon generator, then you can go here and you can get some you need some file and something like that. Favicon download maybe. Let's see if I got something. For now I'll just use this one maybe. And I can drag it and put it here. Monitor. Okay, let's just put it like monitor.png and see it's changed. Okay, so size doesn't matter that much for here. Also the type image is not matter if you don't write it. See this change and it's working really cool. So that's the favicon, and for the SEO we need to put some meta tag. Okay, so like there is some HTML meta tag that you need to put, like the keyword, the description, then who wrote this one, like these three. This is important, like this meta tag. This meta tags is for the first one is for the character, different type of character supports, and second one is for the responsiveness. Okay, so responsive meta, you can think. If you just miss that, you can't get any height. Okay, so for now I'll just do this, and for this one is like description. For description, okay, so you can put your description like a HTML site. Then you can give some keywords for the SEO. Different type of keywords like YouTube stream, then quotes, live quotes. Then you can put the you can just put this one, like for now I'll just put something like my name. That's a better choice. And yeah, that's all you need to do for the SEO, for the basic SEO and everything like that. And Google Chrome has some benefit, I think. Let's just make it smaller. And if you go to the lighthouse and if you click here, you will get some value from here, like the performance is 91, accessibility, then best practice is not that great, and progressive as web is not good. So SEO is really 100%, so we don't have any problem with the SEO. I will just try to document has valid, well, okay. So robot txt is needed for so that the crawler may not understand what your website is indexed. Okay, so you need it for that reason. And let's see what we have the problem, like first contain print, first meaningful print, split print, and okay, it took a little bit time to come. So performance is that. Also the image are really big, so that is what is taking our time. You can see it from here. So if I zoom it and click on the performance, actually the most time is like this one is taking some time and this one is taking some time, but the most time is taking by this one. Okay, so the image is taking a huge time, so you can just make the image small just by download it and make it like small size. Or you can think like image compression. Let's do it to the first. We need to get the image. So where is our image? From here, this is our image, and maybe just put it. Yeah, I got it. Save it. Maybe the desktop. By the way, that's not my pick. That's my cousin pick. Mhm. Okay, so it's like 0% configuration. Okay, why? Mm, okay, let's try. Mm, I'm not sure how many kilobyte this one is right now. Let's just open File Explorer and check it from here. Like 700 kilobyte. So why didn't this one just change that? Uh, Maybe just go to the setting. Actually, it put the 90% quality at if. First, we need to make the small quality. Just keep it like zoom it and see how much thing is happening. Like 30 pixel, it looks bad. So if we just put it here, it's still bad for some reason. Maybe what we can do, like, mm, copy. For now, maybe just give a little bit image. Like, image will be big for now, and they will not understand. So I will just keep it on the 30% and apply it. Hi Sky, how are you, man? For now, I will just compress it, and you can see it's 78% lower, and just put it here and delete the old one, and let's just put it like PG and URL beach. Okay, so for now, if we just go and check again, it's not a huge change, but let's just get the performance tab again. See, the performance improve a lot because of our image, but still it's not that great. Like you can save a lot of from them, that is the thing. So you can improve the performance, and this one is 100%, and the best not using HTTP. Okay, that's because my local server and everything like that. Others just pass, so there is nothing, and SEO got 100%. And I think this is a good part right now. Okay. mm, so it doesn't look that bad. Good as always, French. Cool, man. Okay, so that's all is for you need to do a HTML and CSS. Like it doesn't took a lot of time to do it, but if we just want to make it better, we can use the SAS. Then it will be much easier to write the CSS, and I think I will show you that next time. For now, just work with this one, and this one looks good, I think. Yeah, so this is how we can make a total website for our like portfolio. You can just make your portfolio just using HTML, CSS, and with good SEO, and you can get a good performance. But always try to upload it on somewhere and then check. That will be a good idea. Then you can get the idea how much time it's need to take, or how much time it need to load the whole thing. Yeah, you need to have idea. Yeah, that's true. mm, so basically that's all I think for today. Do you guys have any question, anyone? Then we can talk about that, or else we can end this one. Save the world. Maybe I can put H1 here, then it will be the whole screen. Oh, from a Adobe XD. Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's a good idea actually. I will I will get some design and I will make that convert into the CSS. That will be a good idea. For now, I just showed that how we can do the stuff easily. That's it, I think, because sometimes we don't have any design. So yeah, yeah, I can do the React.js from next day maybe. That will be a good idea for change, or we can think about it. Right now I normally work with the Marn, I mean with the MongoDB and full stack websites, but yeah, I do some basic CSS HTML works too. Depends on the client I got actually. There is no hard rule that I have to do this or that. I do the front end and back end both. mm, okay, so 22:43, so it's around 1:43 a.m. here. You can see from this part 1:43 right now. We are only few time apart from each other. mm, do anyone has any other question, or I will just end the stream today? Okay then, goodbye everyone. See you guys later some days next week. uh, by till then, and I will upload the codes in GitHub and I can share the link. Okay, uh bye then guys.